All right, it is dark underneath here. My apologies. So you can see that this bolt here came in from the front heading towards the back. And that it required, I think this is a, what is this? Stuck that little sucker in there. I think it's a 3-sided 6-something angled. I'm sorry, some of these parts I don't know very well, but you'll recognize it once you get in there. And this is the piece there. And this is the tool I used. Now it's threaded. Oh man, I keep thinking the light just follows me. It's actually threaded. Yeah, there's some threads here. It's a little hard to appreciate, but there's actual threads in there. So this piece is coming in this way, and you see the threads on the bolt. They're actually threads. I thought there were threads. I'm a moron. There are no threads, but I did undo it. It just slides out, obviously. I just showed you that. And it comes to this washer and this nut. And lo and behold, pulled it out and then dropped this arm down. Just dropped it down. And it came down pretty well. Now, I don't know if I destroyed any of the bushings or anything like that, but it came down. And then the issue, which I'm going to talk about, is actually where the shock came down and fitted here. That was the dilemma, because the shock was twisted enough that trying to break where it's connected, and I'll show you on the shock, I'm working on the floor, a little odd. This piece is stuck in this little U-shaped groove. Now, I had already loosened the bolts up above, so the whole shock unit came down as a unit. That was a mistake. I should have left at least one nut holding the shock up there, so when I dropped this down, it wouldn't just come down as a unit. It took me a little while, but I finally broke it loose here, got it loose, and then literally took it up through this hole. A little rough, a little crusty, but I got it. So I'm now ready to install the Yellow Speed Racing shocks. And there it is. That's the rear. I don't think there's a lefty or a righty. At least I can't see it in the directions. But what is significant about all shocks, whether it's this one, the ABC one, or the replacement, is you see how it's not symmetric. This is a shorter distance. These two distances are shorter, and there's a larger space here. So this faces forward to the car, and these two are on the side. It's important to remember that so that you don't drive yourself nuts as you're putting this in and you can't figure out why it's not hitting the 3 holes. It's because it's asymmetric. God, why am I holding it sideways? It's asymmetric. This is a longer distance than there. Now, it says in the instructions you need 2 people. Well, that's why I have this jack. And I will place it underneath here and then use it gently to raise and lower the weight. Now, it won't be easy. I'm not going to say it is going to be easy. But in order to get the whole unit to go up, I'll probably put the shock in, get it as oriented as well as I can up into that hole, then hook it in with the bolt here, and then just gently lift this arm using this hydraulic jack pad. We'll see if it works. Obviously, I'm doing this alone. It takes a while, and we'll go from there. Now, the next plan is, after I get the shocks installed, and I'll show you the other side because, of course, I'll learn something in the process. And I realize I am looking from the rear. Is once I get this installed, I'm going to start removing the ABC plumbing and other parts. And you can see in front of you sort of this black box. See if I can put this light down and give you a picture of it. This is where I believe all the bits and pieces for the ABC system are located. Now I can wait till I get the vehicle on a lift to start removing all of this. And you can see way, way over there, the pipes that go down underneath the side of the car. I'm gonna wait till I get the vehicle back on its wheels, push it forward, put it on the lift. I can't occupy the lift right now because I got too many other things to do. And this is just a take my time project. Now here is the sensor for the height. Like I said, I see no reason to leave this in place. I don't think it's going to be doing anything. There's no ABC system, so why bother? I'll remove this, keep the parts, reassemble this side, and go from there. And I've been looking at all the rubber, etc. It actually looks pretty good. I don't see many cracks anywhere, if any cracks. So I don't feel compelled to work on getting the rear suspension done. It all looks pretty good to me. My goal now is to just get the coilover shocks in place and go from there. I just wanted to give you an update. Anybody who says it's easy, they're probably right. They've done it before, or they've done shocks before. I've never done suspension work before, so this is a newbie for me. And hopefully, if any of you say, oh no, that's not the best approach, or I've broken this, or I busted that, just let me know, because I got nothing to lose by learning how to do this stuff. And like I said, remember that I believe that the other cars have some different setups here, and this may or may not work on your vehicle. Just keep that in mind. This is just how it's working for me. Now, I'll squeeze out of here. I'll start getting this installed tonight or tomorrow. I did notice, boy, this is an aside, that my front brakes look like they've been replaced. I haven't done it, but this one's got a bit of a lip. You can sort of see a bit of a lip here. And it's smooth. No, there's some, might be a little unevenness here. It'll be interesting to see if I can actually have these turned a little bit. They're rear brakes. It's not like they do a ton of braking. And get them turned, get them smoothed out. But the car brakes really well. And there's sufficient pads here. I assume somebody did a pad slap at some time. Yeah, it looks like they did a pad slap. But that's fine. It's the front brakes that really matter. And we'll go from there. So I hope this helps somebody in terms of how they're going to get it done on their own vehicle. Just giving you some viewpoints so that you can see what my setup looks like. If it helps you with your setup, that's great. I've discovered that a lot of people that do this tend to run over it real quickly. They just zip right through how they got it out and how they did that. And I'm going, how did you do that? So I like to give things a little more time so people can study the video before they take on this project themselves. So we'll go from there. Hope everybody's having a great day. The weather here, it's like 65 degrees. Oh man. And the moisture in the air, you can tell the air is coming from the south, which is really great. It's moist. There's no static electricity. Oh, spring has arrived, and that's all that matters. And so life is good. I've got to see if I can get a new cover for this, although I don't see any leaking in there. So obviously having this torn did not destroy anything. And like I said, it worked great. It'll be available for somebody who wants to keep their ABC going at not an expensive cost. Like I said, I think some of these shocks are $1,000 a pop, maybe even more. And it's always nice to have at least a nice used product that works well available for people who are interested in keeping their cars running as ABC systems. And we'll go from there. Love you all. Hope you're having a great day. I will talk to you later. Bye. All right. I'd forgotten what these are called. They're called triple squares. And so I thought, yeah, triple squares. I remember what it is. So that's a triple square. And at least on my vehicle, I required a M as in Mike 12. It's a triple square. Obviously, I got it on Amazon. I just looked up triple square. Bada boom, bada bing. It was there. Can't do it without it. At least I can't. So just thought I'd make sure that I let you know it was a triple square. Talk to you later. Bye.